Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today we're going to be talking about Talk to Me. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros is from A24. I've talked about them ad nauseum on this channel, but A24 is very interesting to look at. They're definitely like the biggest indie studio out there, no question. And they've had a lot of hits under their belt recently. Lots of, non-mainstream friendly movies that they've distributed and have found audiences and found fans. Their biggest hit came last year with Everything Ever All at Once, which was a big success financially and critically, financially and awards wise. Undisputed hit. You also have movies like Lady Bird, Uncut Gems, Hereditary, Moonlight, Ex Machina, Midsommar, The Witch, lots of stuff here. What else? The Whale is another one. Green Knight. There's lots of stuff here, and yeah, and Talk to Me is a horror movie, and they have quite the reputation when it comes to horror movies with like Hereditary and Midsommar. Very interesting reputation. So yeah, I say A24. The fact it's an A24 movie that kind of like pumps it up a little bit. So yeah, I'd label it A24. How underground it feels, like how underground their movies feel, like how different their movies feel than like big studio movies. I label that as a pro. So that's pro number one. Pro number two are the reviews, which are quite good. Definitely quite good. It's a 95% critic score, which is great. Can't say anything negative about that. Audience score isn't as good. It's a 79%, but it could be worse, judging by other A24 flicks, And its cinema score is a B plus, which is actually better than average for horror movies. Horror movies notoriously have a really rough time on cinema score. They usually get like in the C range, but a B plus is way above average. Like for comparison, Hereditary had a cinema score of a D plus. No joke in there. A D plus, probably because audiences didn't know what to expect. That's usually what leads to low cinema scores. So yeah, there's that. Midsommar. What was the Midsommar was a C plus, which is more average for horror. And hell, like for Talk to Me, I think what is it? Is it on here? I think I have to look it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. I mean, has a better cinema score than Smile, which was a B minus. Black Phone. What did Black Phone have? I have to find this. I'm doing this with one hand, by the way. Black Phone was a B plus, so the same as those. And so yeah, cinema score, audience score. Audience score is more okay, but critic score and cinema score are really good. Audience score is just fine, so I'm labeling all those as a pro. Another pro is the severe lack of direct competition. I mean, what other horror movies are out there at the moment? There's really nothing, and it won't be nothing. I mean, I guess there's Last Voyage of Demeter, a movie that nobody cares about at all. No one cares about that. But like the real horror stuff isn't gonna come out till like later on with like not Meg, The Nun 2 and Scream X and Exorcist and Five Nights at Freddy's, but that's way down the line. So when it comes to direct competition right now, there's really nothing out there. I mean, obviously there's competition, but direct competition is really nothing. So I'm labeling that as a pro. Another pro is marketing campaign has been surprisingly a lot more effective than Haunted Mansion. You know, I've seen like quite a bit of ads for Talk to Me, which tells me that they care about this movie. So I'll label that as a pro. And another pro is its Thursday preview Thursday preview numbers are actually pretty good for what this movie is. Like 1.245. Like that's not bad for like a small little horror movie. I mean, what did Hereditary do? I'm not sure. I guess I'll find out. Hereditary, that had 1.3. So it's close to that. But that was like 5 years ago, long time ago. I don't know if that's super comparable. What else do I have? It's kind of hard to compare this to like big studio movies because I don't think it works. Pearl. Can I compare this to Pearl? I guess. I mean, it is a 24 flick. This came out like last September. Let's see. No, I can't compare it to that. They didn't have a preview number. Did X have a preview number? I'm not sure. X. I hate that it's called X. It makes it like so unspecific. Just like how like Twitter was renamed to X. This is a stupid change. It's a change I absolutely hate. So X had a preview number of 440,000. So Talk to Me is about 3 times as much as that. So I say that's a positive sign, definitely. So yeah, for what Talk to Me is, it looks, comparison like other A24 horror movies, it looks pretty good. So I'm labeling its preview numbers as a pro. So yeah. Now we get to the cons. Barbenheimer. You gotta deal with that behemoth. So yeah, Barbenheimer has completely taken over the market. Barbie and Oppenheimer together. They've taken over everything, particularly Barbie. Barbie has demolished the box office. And Oppenheimer is no slouch either. That thing is, both movies are tearing it up. And it feels like both Haunted Mansion and Talk to Me are just like lambs being led to the slaughter. That's what it feels like. So you gotta deal with those two movies. And there's still other options out there. There's still like a Sound of Freedom and Mission Possible. Not to mention, other movies that are going to be coming out in the near future. Like next week, you have Ninja Turtles and Meg 2. So there's going to be quite a bit of stuff out there in the market. And I don't know if Talk to Me can really survive all of that. We'll see. But it's not looking. I mean, it's looking better than expected, but still, I don't know if it's ideal. But yeah, dealing with all that competition is going to be rough. So I'm going to label that as a con, definitely. Uh, I think that's really it. Just competition, because I really don't see any real negatives with Talk to Me. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. So, opening weekend, people were expecting this to do like 3 to 5 million. This preview number tells me it's gonna do better than that, but I don't know by how much. Maybe it could reach double digits, but I think that's a little too ambitious. So I'm gonna say anywhere between 5 to 10 million. Probably the higher range of that, but 5 to 10 million just to be safe. So 5 to 10 million opening weekend. It's total. Uh, I don't know, 15 to 20, I guess, if it's lucky, which would be pretty nice considering the movie only costs like, well, it doesn't say it here. It's like 4.5 million, so it'll make its money back easy. And that's it for the weekend and for the whole month. Yeah, July, there wasn't a whole lot of quantity to July, but obviously it didn't matter in the end because you had Barbenheimer and that's all you really needed. So yeah, July is over. So now we move on to August, and August is is really mid right now. You got Mutant Mayhem, you got Meg 2, you got Last Voyage of Demeter, Blue Beetle, Strays, Gran Turismo, The Hill, and Retribution. Uh I'm not sure which of these will be the biggest one. I feel like it's gonna be a toss up between Mutant Mayhem and Meg 2, while Strays has an outside chance of being number one, but I don't know about that. I'm not sure. But I think Mutant Mayhem, it's going to be between that and Meg 2 easily. Maybe Mutant Mayhem might be the winner of August. We'll see. But as kind of lackluster as August looks, it's still a whole lot better than last year. I can tell you that. Last year was fucking horrendous. It was an absolute dumpster fire. This looks a lot better in comparison. But so yeah, but next week I have to do Mutant Mayhem on Wednesday because it's opening on Wednesday. I'm pretty excited about it. Starting to really gain some positive momentum. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to watch this because at this point it feels like it's gonna be the last movie I'm gonna watch for a while in the cinema. So yeah, so I'm gonna be talking about that Wednesday, and then next Friday I will talk about the Meg 2. So should be interesting. So stay tuned for those videos. But if you want to watch any of the past, oh wait, I haven't. My brain is not working right. It's like 2 a.m. Cut me some slack. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Make sure like this video, subscribe, comment, all that jazz, the usual drill. So you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I made this year and the past few years, you can go right ahead, watch those. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I'm not sure if I ever talked about Talk to Me, like, ever. I'm going to check. Okay, Talk to Me. Talk to Me, where is it? No. Okay, never talked about it before. So there's that. Well, I've now made 200 episodes of Canceled. I made like two a couple hours ago. Episodes 199 and 200 about all the Sony shenanigans that went on Friday. So that's fun. So if you want to watch those episodes or any other ones I've done on the channel, all 200 of them, you want to binge them all from beginning to now, I'd highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. And there's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. July recap will come out the first-ish week of August after the Meg 2 comes out. It'll be an interesting month to discuss. It'll be a very positive month to discuss, honestly. Very few the hits outweigh the misses by a decent amount. The polar opposite of June. And I guess to a lesser extent May. So that's nice. But yeah, so that'll be next on the. No, that'll happen like real soon. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.